Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. May Brahman protect us all. May Brahman nourish us all. May we attain great spiritual heights by the grace of Brahman. May our study be luminous. May there be no disharmony amongst us. Om, peace, peace, peace. I'll chant the first verse of the Drig Drishya Viveka with which we started last time, and you can follow after me. I'll chant first and then you follow. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik. Tadrishyam Driktu Manasam. Tadrishyam Driktu Manasam. Drishyadhivrittaya Sakshi. Drishyadhivrittaya Sakshi. Drigeva Natu Drishyate. Drigeva Natu Drishyate. As we saw last time, this is the most profound verse. It gives us a technique of realizing our true self. You see, in every experience, we have the subject and the object, the one who is experiencing and that which is experienced. The one who experiences is the subject, the knower, or in the language of this, the seer. And that which is experienced is the object, the known, or the seen. Now, it is a matter of common experience that the seer and the seen are different. In every experience, we are aware of ourselves as the knower, as the seer, and what we know or what we see as the object, as the seen. So the seer and the seen, the knower and the known, the drashta and the drishya, in the terms of this verse, they are always different. And using this principle, last time we observed the text guides us through this process, just like a very good teacher, taking us from the most commonsensical experience, from our what we know, from there to deeper and deeper levels of analysis. So we start with something very common. We are looking out at the world, simply looking out with our eyes. So the world full of color and shape, that is the seen, and the eyes are the seer. In a very common sense, naive way, just look at it, the way we experience the world. And since the seer and the seen are different, it's quite obvious the eyes are different from what they see. And you go next, deeper, the eyes themselves are objects of experience. The eyes are open, or they're closed, or they're itching, or I need spectacles, or I can see very well. All these aspects of the eyes are known by the mind. So the mind becomes the knower, and the eyes become the known. The mind becomes the seer, drashta, and the eyes become the seen, drishyam. And the two are different, as we saw last time. It's quite obviously they are different. As we go deeper, further, we find the mind itself is also known. After all, we are aware. I'm happy. I like this, or I don't like it. And we are aware of this. This is the thoughts in them, our minds, our feelings, our emotions, our memories, ideas, comprehension, lack of comprehension. All these we are aware of as they come and go. Therefore, the contents of our minds are also something that we know. So they are also in the category of the known, the seen, the object. And there is something which illumines the mind from within. So that becomes the ultimate seer, knower. And since we are always the seer, we are never the seen in all our experience. In experience, we always see it as we are the experiencer, and the rest is the experienced. What we experience is the experienced object. So in this case also, if there is something which knows the mind, then we are that. We are that which knows the mind. We are that which shines upon the mind. We are that which illumines the contents of the mind. And the mind is known as an object. Through the mind, we know the rest of the body and our sense organs. That is also known, seen. Through the mind and the sense organs, we experience the world. And the world is also something that is seen, observed, known. What do we know at the end of this analysis? We know that we are not the body, we are not the sense organs, we are not the mind, even the contents of the mind. And this is enormous in itself. It's a huge revelation to us, because what we think of ourselves as usually, before we reflect, before we take a critical view of our experience, before that, in a pre-critical stage, we regard ourselves as a body-mind complex. I am an individual, and this is who I am. This body and the mind within it, this is who I am. The boundary of the body, the skin, this is my boundary. Beyond this is not me. Up to this is me. That's how we think of ourselves. But this analysis, it claims to show us that we are not even this body. We are the experiencer of this body. We are not even the mind within. We are the experiencer of the mind. So we, the experiencer, the knower, we are the witness of the mind and the body. This is what we saw last time. And now we'll go further ahead. We'll go into the next few verses. Some of you were thinking last time, if it took 1 hour to explain one verse, we are not going to make much progress. But don't worry, it's not going to be like that. Some of the verses we can move much faster. For example, now we are going to do the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th verses. And we are going to do them one after another, because what these verses do, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, is just explain the first verse. What we saw last time, that is explained in detail by these 4 verses. These Sanskrit verses, shlokas, they have 4 quarters, 4 parts. 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter, and 4th quarter. And this verse which we did also has 4 quarters. The 1st quarter is forms are the seen and the eyes are the seer. That's the quarter 1. And verse number 2 explains this quarter. The 2nd quarter is the eyes are the seen and the mind is the seer. And the 2nd quarter is explained by the 3rd verse. And similarly, the 3rd quarter, the mind itself is seen and there is a witness to the mind. That is explained by the 4th verse. And the 5th verse explains the 4th quarter, that the seer of the mind, the witness itself, never becomes an object of knowledge, never is experienced. It is always the experiencer. So now we shall go into the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th verses, one after another. I shall read out the Sanskrit as always, and so you repeat after I have read it out.